Hey everyone, BigBirdBigDaddy here, and today I'm bringing you guys a special battle I had against a Sharpedophile. We had it about a couple weeks ago. It's called an alphabet battle, I believe, not really sure, but what you really do is you pick a 6-letter word and then you pick 6 Pokemon on your team where their first letters spell out the word. So we picked Dagger, so I led with Durant, he led with Donphan. I'm going to switch fearing Earthquake. Plus, there's nothing I can really do with Durant. So I go into Gastron. He's just going to set up his rocks first turn. And then he goes for Toxic. I kind of wasn't expecting that, but it's alright at the same time. Because I do have Rest. I'm not too worried, because this is actually a cursing Gastrodon. No, it doesn't, spread out bad words. It has to move Curse. I'm going to go into Granbull. And I'm going to get the Intimidate off on him as he goes for another Earthquake. And now I'm kind of figuring he might either Rapid Spin now or he might go for Toxic. And I felt the best person to go into would be my Empoleon to take either. Don't think he's going to go for Earthquake again because he knows Granbull can't really do anything to him either. So he's just going to go for Toxic as I switch back into Empoleon, so that's great for me. He does have the Intimidate. I thought he might switch out because he's not at Sturdy anymore, and he would lose Donphan if he did, but he goes for Toxic. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go for Skull now. I mean, I won't be able to kill him or anything, but I might be able to get a burn, something like that. But he stays in and goes for Toxic again. The reason I stayed in as well is because, I knew an Earthquake couldn't kill me. And I'd be able to get rid of that Donphan, but he goes for the Ice Shard here. I'm just going to kill him. I thought he might switch, save it. And the reason I didn't set Curses with Gastrodon is because I didn't know if his Donphan did have the Roar or not. I didn't want to set up all those Curses to find out he had Roar. But apparently he doesn't. So he could go into Glade here, try to force me out, but I had a feeling he would set up Swords Dance. I'm just going to Roar him straight out there. And that was a great prediction on my part. But I do roar him out into his Emboar. He could go for the electric type move. The safe move would probably be the fighting type move. But I figure if he went for Flare Blitz or Wild Charge, I could take that. And if he went for Hammer Arm, I thought I'd be able to live 1. But whoa, it took me out 1 hit. That is crazy. So I'm going to go into Empoleon here. It's kind of dumb. I'm going to go for the Scald. I should have known this wouldn't kill him. I probably should have went into my Rapidash instead. As you can see, he's pretty invested in HP. And he's going to kill me here. He's going to kill me with the Hammer Arm, so that's very unfortunate for me. But now I decide to go into my Rapidash. It is Choice Banded. And I'm just going to go straight for the bounce, because that's what My Little Pony likes to do. So he's going to go for the Hammer Arm. I don't know why he decides to stay in here. He could have switched out. But he just leaves Emboar to die, basically. And that thing was one of the big threats to my team, so I'm glad he got that. He just left it in to die. But I'm going to go for Bounce again. For some reason, he thought Gallade could outspeed me, but it doesn't. I don't know. So now he decides to bring in his Registeel. He should have brought this thing in the first time. And I'm just going to go for the Bounce. And because Bounce has a 30% chance to paralyze, I do get the paralysis on this turn, which is awesome. And I can't stay in though, because I'm locked into Bounce and that isn't doing very much. So I'm going to go into Arcanine. I know he's probably going to use a status move of some sort, Toxic or T-Wave. But I don't mind too much because Granbull does have the Heal Bell. And I can always switch out into him and get the Heal Bell off, permitting the time is right. But I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz here, just to kill that Registeel hopefully, but I get paralyzed, and that was probably a good thing I got paralyzed too. I'm going to go for the Morning Sun here, hoping he'll get paralyzed so that I can switch out relatively close to full health, and switch into Granbull so I can get a Heal Bell off. So that's what I decided to do, and he does get paralyzed, which is awesome. And I'm going to go into Granbull, hopefully to get a Heal Bell off. But he actually decides to switch out as well. And he switches into Abomasnow. I'm not really sure why. Maybe he was gonna originally leave this thing as a death fodder, or maybe he predicted my switch into Granbull again. If he did, that was I guess a great switch. So I can't stay in here because Granbull has like really bad special defense. So I'm gonna go into Rapidash because it resists both of his stab moves. I'm pretty sure I could take a Blizzard or a Wood Hammer. So he's gonna go for the Blizzard. It's not gonna do much. And I'm going to live the hail hit with it did 16 damage with hail. So I figure I don't have to use Flare Blitz here. I'm going to lock myself into Mega Horn, and the reason is Mega Horn will still kill him. I know I'll be able to live one more hail hit, and it'll let me see what he brings in first, rather than it being a blind switch for both of us. Plus, I'll be able to get a little bit of damage on that Registeel, which is what I want. And he does get paralyzed. It doesn't really matter because I would have died either way. If he attacked me, I would have died, and obviously I just died to hail. So I'm going to go into Granbull now. This is the opportunity. I know he can't kill me with any of his moves, and I know I'm faster because he's paralyzed. So I'm going to get off the heal bell. If he switched, it doesn't matter. I still get a heal bell off. But he stays in. He's going to go for the Iron Head. Maybe he thought because it's stab that it would do more than 100 damage, but it actually doesn't. So that's kind of cool, unless I did the math wrong. Probably did. I'm not really paying attention. But I'm basically leaving Granbull in here now to die, because I want to free switch into my Arcanine. Basically, I don't want Arcanine taking any other unnecessary damage than it has to. I don't want him taking a Seismic Toss. I don't want him taking an Iron Head, even though it is resisted. And I don't want him to take a T-Wave, because that's the whole reason I brought in Granbull, to get the T-Wave off of him. So I'm basically leaving Granbull in to die. And plus, Arcanine is already going to be taking entry hazard damage thanks to Stealth Rocks. So now he finally kills me off. And now I have the free switch I wanted into my Arcanine. So that's what I'm going to do. He could have switched here and gone into his Gardevoir to get the Intimidate off on me and save his Registeel for later. But maybe he was hoping I would overpredict, or maybe he just wanted a free switch into Gardevoir, not taking any damage, which is what I think he was planning to do. Which is what he was going to do right here after all the after-turn effects. But he makes clicks and brings in Gallade instead of Gardevoir. It's kind of your fault, dude, for bringing both of them. He was like, oh, they look so much alike. I was like, yeah, they kind of do, but, no, whatever. I'm going to kill him with the Flare Blitz because Gallade is really frail on the defensive side. So now he brings in his Gardevoir. It's pretty much my game now. I know I won't be able to kill him in one hit with the Intimidate, but I end up getting a crit here, which mattered in the sense that I wouldn't have been able to kill him one hit. But on the other hand, it wouldn't have mattered because I still had Durant, who could outspeed and kill her with the next scissor. So that was a great game, Sharpedophile. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys go check out his channel because he's a real cool guy, really funny, and he's just a big goofball. And what else? If you guys liked this video, I don't know if you did or not, but if you did, please remember to click the like button. It really helps out my channel. And also, I'll leave links to other people's channels. Names off the top of my head. Joe, Mr. Ponetart. He just had his 400 subscriber special yesterday. So I'll leave the link to that video where he guest narrates for Ash. Ash is like in some sort of tournament or something. And, he has Misty and Brock there for support. But Ash didn't feel like narrating, so he let Mr. Ponetart do it. And you guys get to see the result of that. I'll leave the link to that video and the link to Joe's channel on the video, this video. I'll also leave Sharpedophile's link, and I'll leave Jason, I Am the Tie. I'll leave his link as well. I had a battle with him recently. I'll probably upload my end on Sunday, but he uploaded it yesterday. And I'll link you to that video as well. So there will be a total of like 5 links on this video. So I hope you guys go check all of them out because they're all really, really cool. And you guys won't be disappointed with any of their narrations. yeah, so that's about it. I'm uploading another episode of my Nuzlocke today, which is also the last episode of my Nuzlocke. I face off against Mewtwo, and we'll see if I win or not. Also included in that episode is a look back at all the Pokemon I caught, all the Pokemon that died, stuff like that. I talk about, my experiences with each of them, so it's a sort of like reflection and I guess a memoriam or something like that of each of the Pokemon that I encountered in the game. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.